Hello, all of my YouTube viewers today. I pray that your day is going well. You are now at Suit Up once again. Even though we do have a different view, you're still at Suit Up, downtown Brookhaven, Mississippi, 126 South First Street, where you get quality for less. Okay?
Okay, so for today, you guys, we're gonna be asked. I'm gonna ask her a couple of different questions, about 12, 13, 15 questions. I'm gonna ask you about that many questions, and just gonna get your honest response for the viewers and the people across the nation, so they can know what you're about.
Of course, we want them to know about Suit Up.
Okay, so the first question is, how did you get your idea or concept for the business?
Well, it all started when our boys were growing up and we could barely find clothes in Brookhaven for boys. So we always had to go out of town to shop for school and Christmas and all those different holidays. So I purposed in my mind at that time that I was going to have a men's clothing store in Brookhaven. So that's how the concept of Suit Up was founded. So
the next question is, what service or products do you offer or make?
Well, I can tell you this, that all of our products are high quality products. And, we have a little bit of everything for the young guys, the older guys, the middle-aged guys, the preachers, the deacons, we have it all. We have it all. We're a full-service store for young men and for men, period.
Okay. So what about like the bigger men, the bigger and smaller men, the bigger men?
Oh, yes. We specialize in big and tall.
Okay.
So no matter, the age let me back up right here, because we do not service the little bitty boys. Just the teenagers and older guys. And certainly we do cater to the big and tall man.
So no like babies?
No babies.
Okay.
No babies. No babies.
The next question is, how do you advertise your business?
Well, we go through social media like Facebook, and we have pamphlets sometimes, and we have our cards, and we have word of mouth is our biggest seller. Word of mouth is our biggest seller, and that's how we've become well known around this area by our service to the people and what they convey to other people.
Okay. So speaking of advertising, like, how do you advertise your products? Because I know you said you put some of them on like Instagram and Facebook.
Facebook
mostly. Okay. Mm-hmm. So will you look into creating an Instagram account?
Well, I thought about it, and I have this precious grandson here with me that will make sure it gets done. So.
Okay. To what do you attribute your success?
Well, first of all, the quality, then the personality. We love people, and we just present ourselves that way, friendly.
Okay.
Yeah. So when you visit Suit Up, you will certainly get a friendly atmosphere.
Okay. So, what would you look for in an employee? Like, if you were to hire someone on the spot right now, what would you look for in them?
Well, it's like this. You want a person of like-minded. You wouldn't want a person that's all far off, their attitude and everything far off or far to the left. You would want it to line up with what your vision and how you want your business ran. So, yeah, and that's in the making. We're going to have employees. Right now, it's just me.
It's a mom and pop shop.
Yeah, and yes.
Okay, so what made you choose your current location?
Well, the first location we had, it was just too confined. We were not really seen there. We didn't, a lot of people didn't know we were back in the corner. So, you know, we just prayed and asked God for a place, and He made it happen.
It was almost like you guys were dismissed into the back.
Well, not really. That was the place, and that was the spot that was open. And we were ready to get started with Suit Up. So we just took that place.
Right.
Knowing that we were not going to be there long.
Oh, okay. So, what made you choose the place you're at now?
Well, it's the perfect spot. It's the spot that we negotiated with the lady about, and with the landlord rather about, and you know, it just was profitable for us to move there, all the way around, the location, and you know, the people.
Okay.
We're in a good spot.
So speaking of location, can you tell your viewers, can you tell them where you're located at?
Okay, we're located right downtown on 126 South 1st Street, Suite A. So we're right on the front, and we're right across from First Baptist Daycare. The daycare where they enter to the daycare, we're across the street from that. So that's right between us and them, or 126 South 1st Street. It's 1st Street, so we're right across from there.
Okay, so what would you say is unique about your business? Like, what makes your business different than all the others?
Well, because beside the consignment shops, we are the only shop in Brookhaven. Well, there's one more, and I believe it's the Well-Dressed Man. But this is the only black-owned men's shop in Brookhaven. And, you know, surrounding areas. You would really have to travel out of town to find...
Big and tall.
Yeah, and then not just because it's black-owned, we cater to everybody.
Right.
All men.
So
it's just me, you know, being a black woman. I say a black-owned business.
In this day and age.
Yeah.
So speaking of that, so you say you cater to everyone. What's something that you would mostly so you mostly cater to black men, all men. You say you cater to that. So what would be something like? What would be an incentive for a regular man to come into your store?
Well, I tell you, we have had all kind of customers, all race, all nationalities who come into the store. Even though we have not been open, but about 3-4 years, we've experienced all nationalities almost. So, a good incentive for them to come in and out is that they see the traffic,
right.
and people are normally curious, so they come and check us out, and it's been a great success there.
Okay. So, what are your responsibilities as a business owner, or as the business owner?
To see that the business is ran correctly each day. So, you know, it looks like, well, I don't have anything to do, but if you're going to run a successful business, you got to make sure you know every aspect of that business.
Right.
So that's my job, along with my great personality of selling, you know, merchandise.
Okay, so what made you choose that type of business? What made you choose a storefront? You could have had any other business. You could have had a business inside a mall, or one online, or strictly Facebook. What made you choose a storefront?
Well, as I told you before, we are a new business. Mm-hmm. All the funds were not in place then, you know, so we had to kind of settle there for a little. But, you know, the settling that we did, I think is great.
No, I don't think you understand what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, what made you be a store? Because you know how, like, you have...
Oh,
right.
Okay. Well, I just like that exposure. I love that exposure.
You like the independence?
Yes, and the exposure. I don't, selling online is fine, but I like to meet people.
Right.
Yeah.
You're a people person.
Yes.
Okay, so where your business place is, where it's at, does it help the community where it's located?
It certainly does. It certainly does, especially our men. Big and tall, small, old, young. Yes, it's very beneficial.
Okay.
Because they don't have to travel out of town to look their best.
Right.
And then, when you go out of town to shop, you got to buy gas to get there. Then you're going to certainly want something to eat.
Right.
So, by the business being there, I think we're saving them a pretty good chunk of change there.
So, the last two questions here. Have you ever turned down a client?
A customer?
Or yeah.
No, I have not.
So
I have not turned the customer down, but the customer turned themselves down by not purchasing. So
okay.
No.
So the last question is, if you had one piece of advice to someone just starting out, what would it be?
One great piece of advice is to follow your dream. Because Suit Up has been in the making for 15 years, 20 years. I mean, this was back when our boys were like 7 and 8. They are full grown now. And we're just about 4 years old. So don't give up on your dream. Do not.
Okay. Well, thanks for having me. This has been pretty successful in my book. So, it's your channel. You can go ahead and sign out.
All right, my YouTube follows. I certainly am glad that Joseph decided to do this because I've just enjoyed letting you know even more about Suit Up and what we're about. So all you got to do is come by, check us out. Just walk in and say hi. I just want to see what you have and, make your choice. So until the next time, you all be blessed.
But before you go, tell them where you're located one more time.
126 South 1st Street, Brookhaven, Mississippi, Suite A. So we're right on the corner facing the street. So come on down and check us out.